Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Ep.5 4 Kaiserreich as the Qing, the Manchu Restoration. Let's continue for last stuff off. So, we've got the legacy of Kang Yue. We need more stability. We can get that eventually, right? Part one of the following, Fractured Empire is removed. We'll get there eventually. How much stability do we have? We have 46. I mean, we're almost there. One civilian factory develop in rural region is honestly not really that good. And Shangshi's isolation. Taiyuan. You're not Taiyuan. Which one of you is Taiyuan? You're Taiyuan. This is a focus that gives Shangshi stuff. I give Shangshi 2 civilian factories, which... Actually, no, you also remove Fractured Empire. You know what? When you put it that way, boom, done. Because we need to get rid of that in order to get the Mandate of Heaven, which is political power gain plus 0.1. We get a little bit more support for our party. Naval Empire, 50% stability. A little bit more war support. Command warlords bend the knee. I mean, who would actually even say yes to this? I mean, Kumo Khanat's opportunistic. Shodan Clique Tibet's opportunistic. Yunnan right now is not allied with us. They might be at some point. Who else? Shangshi is... Yeah, Manchu aligned. None of you... I mean, Zhejiang is still Zili aligned, even though they don't really have any power anymore. But Kang Taobei rises to prominence. While Kang Yue, the reformer who works the NCERA, are primarily based around, has been dead since 1927. His daughter, Kang Taobei, inherited her father's genius and political talent. A graduate from Bernard College in New York City, she returned to China in 1911 to help agitate for women's right and feminism. As the NCERA gained prominence in the tumultuous years as a German intervention and restoration, Kang's idea of women empowerment became increasingly popular within some intellectual circles, while alienating some of the more conservative members of the party. With the recent efforts to honor her father, some have suggested of elevating her to a full minister position within her government. As a bold symbol of our direct inheritance or legacy of Kang Yue, and a symbol to our modernity. Others counted this to be too controversial and instead argued that she should be continued to promote her work at the local level. So you become a political advisor immediately, which is none of you. Becomes a political advisor with the effect. So do we get her immediately, or? Because again, she's not in this list, right? Like, I'm not reading it wrong. And she's not one of the second in commands here. No, yeah, let's, I mean, recruit population, 10%, political power gain. Let's appoint her to a ministry. Why not? So does that add her here? Or does she become available? Oh, she's now in the list. Okay. Prominent feminist. I didn't know that they could add political advisors into this list after the fact. I thought they all had to be there to begin with. Which is one of the reasons why, you know, for example, Puupi is active in the country. I thought, like, that maybe that they can make sense that this wouldn't show up if he is no longer active. I don't know. That's why I thought everyone had to be in the list to begin with. Because you see, like, a lot of other countries, you know, it's like, you can only assign this leader if you're Cynic list. You can only assign this leader if you're National Pop list. And no matter what, it always showed those advisors. So I thought maybe, I thought maybe they had to all be there at the beginning. That's why they kind of gated off. But I'm like wondering, like, why not just not show the Cyniclist advisors if you're not Cyniclist? Who knows? Maybe it was easier this way. Maybe it's up. I guess it's probably up to each developer. Okay, national focus will go for the Mandate of Heaven. No template for support equipment. I mean, what would I want for support equipment? Do I even have anything that can actually use it? I mean, we have anti-air, cavalry detachments. Yeah, let's throw a cavalry detachment in there. Fantastic. Apparently, again, we have anti-air research. I'm very surprised. Like, I don't know why we have interwar heavy tank, medium tank chassis. Okay, construction 2 is finished. We have 2 slots. What do I want to get? Well, it's mid 37. I think these 39 techs are a little bit too ahead of time, at least right now. I mean, we do have a research bonus towards them, but Probably, well, maybe that'll be our next tech, like, once we're either closer to 38 or even closer... I guess if we're closer to 38, we're also technically closer to 39. But you know what I mean. They might be our next choice. We'll see on that. Right now, we have 8 factories that are on construction. We have a nice little research construction bonus towards you. Is that because we're on... Yeah, we're on personal mobilization. We're coming at 150. We can't do that. I mean, we'll be able to do it probably once we're at war with the Fetting government. In the League of South Provinces, you guys are just... Yeah, you're just unaligned. Which is disappointing to me. I would prefer if you were aligned with us. Okay, Serbia, Bulgaria have ended hostilities. The thing is that we know that you're very, very pro-German. KMT unrest. Chaotic order. Okay, look, you should join my faction. Okay, so we got the Mandate of Heaven now. Demand Warlords bend the knee. I mean, I'm gonna take it. Just to see if we can maybe attack like some of the smaller warlords, I'd be happy with that. Yeah, small airframe. We have no air experience. I actually cannot build aircrafts right now. I mean, at some point, we'll probably get some air. I mean, how do I actually even get air experience? We can get... I mean, we also don't have any bombs. Right. Give me machine gun, I guess. Maybe we can make some fighters. Okay, you 2 divisions. We're going to send you down into Red Army for now. I mean, how do you feel? I mean, 20 opinion... Because we claim all their territory. They're not very happy with that. I mean, Szechuan's at 32. I mean, they're at 32. Trade partners, they approve our government. We have the same ideology. I mean, actually, I'm surprised how many, yeah, like, most of China is actually, social democratic. So, really, I mean, if we have the same ideology, we should all join together. Peacefully. So I don't need to invade Szechuan. I do not need to invade the Liguang People's government. Just peacefully reintegrate. The Kumokanet has just... Okay, are they actually going to win? Potentially. And that is Xiaodong Clique, right? I mean, he likes us decently enough. At peace. Yes, I'm going to invite you to swear fealty to the Emperor. Deal with defending government, race the concessions. Not going to do any of you right now. Because I don't want to... I think it's too early to get into a war. We can default on our debts. We can move military factories and civilian factories further into the interior. Let's nationalize the words of Yan Shishan. Get a little bonus on that. Does it get more into like what his thoughts are? Since the accession of Shang-Chi governorship. Hey! Xiaodong Cliques agreed. Boom. Done. 10 political power. Yan has devoted enormous amounts of time developing his personal ideology. No, I think we already read this, didn't we? Okay, no, it's slightly different, but I think it basically rewords the same thing. Okay, we're going to move Green Army. We're going to move them onto the border of the League of Southeast Provinces. Thank you, Xiaodong, by the way, for actually joining our faction. And we can't do you. Is it because we don't neighbor you? Syndicalism failing. Oh, you know what? So, okay, we need to be a neighbor. One of our allies needs to be a neighbor. Or is one of the following is true? They're at peace, or they're at war with us, or they're at war with the country that we're at war with as well. I mean, like maybe Shang-Chi. I mean, Matt Clique's not going to say yes, right? Also, Ukraine's gone syndicalist. Is Germany? Nope. Okay, they've had a coup. They've had the counter coup. I was about to say, I thought that pop-up didn't show unless the leftists actually solidify their control in Ukraine, but apparently that's actually not the case. The more you know, the more you know. Okay, we can modify our government. You're different. Beer firepower. What are we actually taking for our doctrine? Have I even taken? We haven't even taken a doctrine yet. Land Doctrine 5%. Mass Assault. I mean, Mass Assault's pretty good because, again, like, as the Qing, you do have a lot of manpower. Organization loss and moving. Division speed. Artillery attack. Infantry attack and defense. Yes. Let's do this one. It also gives us a nice little discount. It's a green army. I guess you should probably move your way towards Nanqing. I know you don't have a lot of units right now, but you'll definitely get there. Okay, Colin's been out from office. I do like how in the in My Blood Alone they've got these little names on the attack orders. You know, Middle Yangshi offensive operation. I mean, okay, these ones do the exact same name, but don't worry about that. It's not going to confuse any of our generals or the troops on the field that they have multiple operations with the same name. But I'm going to move some of these units over to Green Army because I think that will make sense for us. Okay, we have 200 command power. Give me offensive doctrine with our field marshal. Follow this up. I mean, here's the thing. Like, this focus, it does move the factories away from the border with defending government. And that's nice. That's nice. But it doesn't do anything really beside that. Weekly war support takes up. You don't have 60% stability. Shaanxi. I mean, if I can just... If this allows me just to integrate Shaanxi and take all their divisions, that actually, I'd be happy with that. For sure. Yeah, no, Shaanxi, if you can be integrated, that would be actually beautiful. How many guns do we have? 7,000 or 9,000? Give me more units. Actually, don't. I don't think I have enough artillery. Maybe I do. How many artillery do you each use? 12? Oh, we definitely have enough artillery then. Give me 10 divisions. Because you don't have enough rifles. That's your issue. Okay. Give me 10 more divisions. With 126 modifier. What do you want to get here? Cheaper rifles. I mean, that would be nice. Army organization 4%. Army experience plus 0.2 is not terrible. And you're also literally the only choice we have. So that means that's going to work out pretty well in your advantage. Yeah, just give me you. And it's passively generating army experience means we'll be able to get our doctrines. Getting the doctrines means, hey, we can get our army reform bonuses done. Because our army right now sucks. It's terrible. Also, I guess we probably do want to deal with the debt. We can just default on that. I like how there's not even an option to actually pay off your debt. You can only default. So you have guns with you now. Still no air experience. How expensive are you? 196 days. I'm going to take one. Okay, we're going to take the next two infantry equipment upgrades. And then after that, we'll start taking our industry tax. I think that seems more than reasonable. In fact, I'm actually going to go for infantry equipment manufacturer. A little bit cheaper guns. We're going to be getting a research speed bonus on that as well. But again, you don't apply here, right? What if I rename you? No, okay, you don't get the company. We have to get the 1939 rifle to use it, which I think is always like kind of dumb that it's not retroactive. I feel like it should be because if you get one of those bonuses in Pair of the Coast, I can integrate both of you. I would love to integrate both of you, but it does kind of make the company's a little garbage because like for the tanks and the aircraft, if you just modify them, you know, with this option, it does get the company bonus. But, you know, there's no actual upgrades for infantry equipment. There's no upgrades for support equipment, no upgrades for artillery. So if you get a company that gives you those bonuses, you can't use it until you get the next level of tech. I should be building trains. I don't know why I'm not. I think it'd be kind of cool if you could, like, somehow modify the rifles that you give out to the troops. Like, maybe, I don't know, bigger magazines or something like that. I'm not too sure exactly how you would modify or change the system. You know, being able to modify artillery pieces, be able to modify support equipment or modify rifles. Something like that I think would be cool. I wonder, is there a mod that does that? I wouldn't be surprised if there was, but I don't know of one that exists. At least, yeah, no, I just don't know of one. By the way, anyone else Manchu aligned? MacLeak, still Republican aligned. I'm not happy with that. But there's also no... There's no Republican. I mean, there's the Federalist, but Federalist and Republican, I think, are different. I'm pretty sure. Okay. We can get our very first doctrine. Is that enough for me to do this? No, it's not. I think we need 2 of them? Dispersed support and integrated support. I'm pretty sure it's one of those 2. Do I need more manpower? I mean, we are taking a negative 40% due to army troubles. Uneasy coalition. Your research bonus. I mean, I don't see anything that directly says... Okay, Australia is joining International. Does that matter to us? I don't think so. You are recruit population plus 10%. And you know what? But the thing is, like, you're just better than that, right? I mean, I did spend 50 political power to get the option to hire you, which in hindsight was a dumb idea. Army gain, army experience gain plus 10%. Political power gain, construction speed. Max command power is not that good. You're not that... Actually, party popularity stability modifier plus... Actually, you are pretty good. We're going to go from 49% to 64%. Yeah, that's a 15% stability boost. Absolutely is worthwhile. Okay, so Shaanxi has now been integrated into our government. Very, very happy with that development. We're going to make you into the Blue Army. We're going to put your units on the border with MacLeak for now. I'm sure your units are kind of ass, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. At least not right now. Okay, we'll prepare the coast. But I do think with the annexation of Shaanxi, it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. Thank everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not doing, click thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.